Hello, and welcome to another episode of Everyone's a Dragon. Last time, our three heroes barely got away after facing a huge army, and I'm pretty sure even they're surprised they got away with it.
Nah, knew it was going to work out all along.
We could take them.
I mean, you definitely surprised me, let's put it that way. They then returned to Cyrus's castle with Hazir's wife. Hazir, of course, being the person they never bothered to ask the name of, nor did they ask the wife's name, Uma, but hey-ho. They then got their blessing to take Cyrus's treasure, which turned out to be a crystal doorknob in the shape of a castle turret. We now find our heroes at Mount Kidamonis, about to be rudely awoken.
Who said we were asleep?
Well, you were saying you went to your...
Yeah, we went to bed. We were having a slumber party.
God says we're asleep, so we're asleep.
I mean, you're welcome to be unrested with no spells if you want.
Apart from me, because I don't sleep.
I've been told I'm asleep now. I'm asleep.
I'm snoring.
So, there is a knock on the door. Open up!
Isn't the door unlocked?
Yeah, it is.
The dragons don't want to be rude.
They own the place. They can be as rude as they like.
They don't want to be rude, but they're banging on the door in the middle of the night.
Well, you don't know the time, but it is early hours of the morning.
To be fair, if they're going to bang on the door, it's like, not unless you say please.
Is that what you're saying to them? It's Shin's voice.
I walk over to the door, open it, yawn in his face and go, yes.
We must discuss what you found.
You want to discuss his knob?
Well, just because you're an early riser doesn't mean we are.
This is not a satisfactory answer.
I just like the idea that Jorvik basically sleeps in the nude.
Anyway, meeting room now.
Fine, point the way.
Feel free to put some clothes on first.
If you insist.
So I guess a couple of minutes later you arrive in the meeting hall. Tell us this treasure you found.
Well, we found an empty room with dirt. But all we had was this. I pull out the crystal knob and just place it on a table in front of me.
I thought you said you put clothes on.
As you pull out the your knob, it of course glows. As you put it on the table, the glow starts to dim. So, Shin picks the piece above the table. As he does, the light diminishes in the piece. Is this what we think it is? He looks at Icor, the silver-haired elf. He looks at it quizzically for a moment, and then nods.
And I just go, well, what's my knob got to do with it?
Your knob is one of the most important things in all of creation.
This knob is of utmost importance. I think that is a question better answered by our artificer, Tarquin. He does a bit of external work. I recommend you see him immediately.
He's seen a few knobs in his time.
He's seen fair few knobs in his time.
Oh my.
In fact, I'm waking Artie right now, and you should go. This is a matter of utmost importance.
The outside expert is not even here.
Well, that's because he's outside, being expert.
As I said, he is more of a contractor.
Are we going to find him in the alley observing some knobs?
You guys' obsession with knobs is grade A for effort.
You were the one who chose the treasure to be a glass knob.
So
we need to get RT to be able to travel to this guy.
We need Artie just to get down the mountain.
Funnily enough, Artie walks in sleepily. Oh!
Woke you up too?
Yes, I heard you need my services.
You know, I always thought Artie was this, regal, posh man. But now I just think he's a clumsy British butler or something.
Honestly, I just want to get him a sign to sling around his neck that says taxi.
I could make one.
Well, isn't it time they got a dragonstone or something? I mean, I can't keep ferrying them round forever.
I want to pull out that orb that I had from like earlier. You know, the orb, and be like, isn't that what this is? It's the dragon calling thing.
No, that's something else.
I will put it back in my pocket.
So at the mention of a dragonstone, Shin sort of gives Artie this kind of look, like you weren't supposed to say that kind of look.
Ooh. What's a dragonstone?
Fine. A dragonstone is what we use to get around. It would look a little odd if you saw some dragons flying around, wouldn't it?
No one's seen Artie since we've been travelling on him.
Yeah,
Well, that's because of the enchantment, of course.
What, it just looks like 3 people riding the back of an eagle?
No. Anything on or near Artie will look like the rest of his surroundings. Unless they know of his presence, of course. But of course you didn't tell anyone about him, did you?
Only people we met.
And some goblins.
I'm looking very quizzically because I can't actually remember, in-game and in real life.
I think we told the man and wife.
You definitely told them.
And the looters.
And you told the looters.
We told no one.
So yes, you weren't really in any danger of being spotted, but I guess this is more of an urgent matter, so I may present you with a dragonstone.
Do we get one each, or just one for the 3 of us?
Unfortunately, they are quite rare, so it'd have to be one between the 3 of you.
How do you make them? Do you kill dragons?
No, you do not kill dragons to make a dragonstone.
Is it like a philosopher's stone? You gather multiple dragons together and you suck the life force out and turn into like gooey liquid.
No.
And then you can do alchemy. Oh, is that how you learn alchemy?
Is it a stone from the Targaryen's homeland?
What's a Targaryen?
I like the idea that they're basically Thea and Corvus are making these weird references, and he's got one dragonstone and he just looks to Jorvik. It's like, here, you deal with it. I'm not giving it to them too.
Wouldn't it be easier to bring the consultant here?
Well, when you meet him, you will realise why. He is quite particular.
Is he stuck to the ground? Did he use glue and forget to use the solvent?
Is he a dragon too?
No, I've had enough of this.
To be fair, I've got work with this guy. You've only had him for 5 minutes.
For the dragonstones, what are the capability? Is it just like simple teleportation, or?
We haven't got one yet.
I was going to say, he's going to present you with the dragonstone, which he's going to pull out his pocket. It looks like cobblestone, but it's got like this green shimmer on it, like a light refracting effect, which looks like scales, basically.
It's scaly cobblestone.
Kind of, but it's more of like a shimmery effect. That's how you can tell the difference.
Like a geode with some rocks surrounding it.
Yeah,
almost.
but it's clearly
Yeah.
not coming from any sort of gem.
So what are the capabilities of this stone? Is it just teleportation, or?
Well, you have to know the name of the place you are going to. And they are limited to once a week, due to the power they need.
So how do we get back?
We gotta wait a week.
Well, if you put the orb on the ground, Artie will come and pick you up.
So I don't have to smash the orb. I was very under the impression that to
Well, you
smash
have
the
to
orb.
smash the orb on the ground, yes.
You just said put it on the ground.
Put it on the ground and kick it in. I don't know. I don't care at this point. Just get going.
This is where Corvus goes, okay, and throws the orb down and smashes it.
And then Artie just teleports like 3 feet.
So, you must all be touching the stone.
Where exactly are we going, anyway?
Well, Tarquin lives in a town called Mercy,
Nice name.
and that is where the Dragonstone altar is.
That's where the Dragonstone altar is.
Well, yes, as I said, you must know the name of the place you are going, but these names of the places were all ancient dragon civilizations.
I'll touch the stone and say Dragonstone altar.
I immediately slap his hand.
Nothing happens.
I'm basically saying it in Shin's voice, so I just walk over to him, Dragonstone altar.
He looks at you confused and wondering if you were the actual people for this job.
This is why you let us sleep in.
I'm going to slap the back of Corvus's hands and go, naughty. I'm going to take the stone and I'm going to go, home.
So, Shin takes the stone off you and hands it to Jorvik.
I take it and put it in pocket or something, just to keep it away from these two.
Well, I'm assuming that there's multiple Dragonstone altars and they each have a special name.
I don't know. We haven't really been told anything.
Well, I was trying to explain, but you were throwing hot potato around.
Also, I'll need a crystal knob.
Right, Jorvik, go pick
Well,
up
I
your knob.
assumed you picked up your knob.
Oh no, you had it last.
You seem rather attached to it.
Oh no, here it is in my pocket.
Oh, I thought you were just happy to see me.
Can't it be both?
So these stones purely work on a weekly basis where you can teleport to an altar. Do they have any kind of communication abilities or is it just limited to teleportation?
No, you're on your own, I'm afraid.
Is there an altar here we can know the name of and be able to teleport back to when we need?
When you have proven your worth more, I will let you know the name of the altar.
Can't we just use the name of the mountain?
That is not the name of the Dragonstone.
So when we finish the task, how do you want us to get back?
Smash the orb, and Artie will come and get you. Remember, don't tell anyone there's going to be a dragon coming for you, or they will see a dragon flying over the town. So, off you go.
Well, you haven't told us the name of the place yet.
I did.
It's Mercy.
Oh, I want to touch the Dragonstone behind Jorvik's back and hold on to Thea and just yell mercy.
Boop.
Unfortunately, it's in what's-his-face's voice, so I'm just going, mercy!
So, as you yell out in excellent elocution, mercy, nothing happens for like half a second, and then suddenly the green glow envelops you all and shrinks back down. Your surroundings are now entirely different. You are now in like a grassy type area, like plains, but you can see like some sort of townstead in the distance.
I'm going to nudge Thea, but I want to look around just to see if anyone actually saw us, because we just teleported into a place where there could be anyone here.
So,
I know Thea's good at looking.
I just want to look around just to see the view.
Well, the moment we teleported, I would have pulled out my bow, just in case.
So you are on like a circular stone, like a flat stone, engraved with ancient markings of dragons, but they're more primitive.
Yeah.
So there's also like a centre pillar in front of you, a pillar on the left and a pillar on the right. Centre is the tallest, left is the mid, and right is the smallest. They're each engraved with runes that you've never seen before.
This isn't another puzzle, is it?
No.
Okay. I want to quickly, or at least with as much time as my compatriots will give me, pull out.
I grab his arm and start moving him along.
I just wanted to take a note of some of the runes. I wanted to write them down.
Are you going to allow him time to do that?
Or etch them at the very least.
I'm happy to let them do it.
Does it look like there's any danger about?
You're in the middle of like a grassy plain. There's like a road further down.
But we look relatively safe.
You look like you're in a townstead that doesn't look like any danger.
Right, I'm going to let him have time then.
Cool. I'm going to make my rubbings.
Okay, you rub one off. Then you are going to the town again?
As Corvus is busy, I'm just going to make sure the Dragonstone and the Crystal Knob are more secure about me. So we can't randomly touch them.
Roll me an insight, Jorvik.
Well, I rolled an 8.
That's all I needed. You aren't very insightful. There's grass everywhere. Anywho, so as you make your way to the town, you approach a semi-busy townstead. It seems to be quite a thriving town, but like it's not a city, essentially. There's just people going about, buying goods, trading goods, etc., etc.
Yeah, looking at this, I turn to the other two and say, we should ask for some pocket money. We could have brought stuff.
I mean, you still have the 50 gold, right? Some of you.
Well, I don't.
I've got 214 gold.
I was going to say, I'm on 99.
Corvus, let's shank Thea. Split the money.
I could just steal it without her knowing. I'm not going to.
Bear in mind, at the moment, I'm the only character who hasn't been knocked unconscious and been close to death. So come on, bring it. Well, we might as well mingle in, make it look like we're shopping whilst we're looking for this person.
So are you looking for anything particular?
Well, I'm assuming since this person's an artificer,
Artificer.
yeah, we try and look for one of those and see if we can find someone who deals with gems and trinkets and stuff.
I feel like they'd be at least known around here if they're resistant to change. It might be worth going into an armourer or a weapons shop or something that sells artifice-type creations.
I was going to say, I do need a new javelin. I seem to have misplaced mine.
So there is a local blacksmith called the Missing Link.
I like it.
We might as well start there.
As you enter, a fairly young but well-built lady gives you a smile and goes, "How can I help you?"
Is she well built as in, like, muscular?
Yeah, as in, like, you can clearly see she does a lot of blacksmithing.
I give her a nice smile. I say, I'm looking for a javelin.
Any particular javelin?
Just a basic one.
Right. Let me check my stock and I'll get back to you. Is it just the one javelin you would like?
Well, I would like 3.
Let me check our stock.
As he looks to Theo as if to say, is that going to be okay?
I do have some money. Just depends how much 3 costs.
Ah, yes. For 3 javelins, that'll be 15 silver pieces.
Yes, that'll be fine, thank you. And I hand over the silver.
Pleasure to do business with you.
Why, thank you. Most kind. I'm also looking for the Artemis, or Artificer.
Artificer.
That's the one. Do you know of anyone round here who fits the bill?
I suppose if you're really desperate, you could go see Tarquin.
Yes, him.
I'm not sure how desperate we are. But, where is this Tarquin fellow?
Well, he owns his own tower, of course.
Of course.
You don't seem to be very, positively inclined towards him.
Let's just say us townfolk like to keep a good distance away from Tarquin. He's not very friendly, and his guests are usually far from reputable, let's say. So I hope you are not of the same creed.
Oh god, no. Maybe we need to find another one. But, where is his tower so we can avoid it?
Roll me a deception.
That's a nat 1. Plus I've got a 1 in deception, so that's a 2.
Well, I'm not sure I should be giving you that information. While I'm happy to sell you my goods, I'm not sure I should be giving out that kind of information to just anyone.
I want to butt in a little and say, I'm sorry for my friend. He hit his head recently. I think Tarquin might have rigged up something against him. We are law enforcement. We're just helping out around here. We wanted to go and have some words with him, actually, about some events that have happened pertaining his unsavoury customers.
Roll a deception with disadvantage.
I'm holding my head going, oh, my head hurts.
Disadvantage? That's a 17.
And she rolls a nat 20.
Oh my god.
I suggest you leave before I call the actual law enforcement.
Well, goodbye then.
I walk outside and I want to go to sort of a place where she wouldn't see me, and I want to forge a negative review of her establishment. 0.5 star out of 10, TripAdvisor, and I want to say did not give advice that we were asking for, poor service,
Unhelpful to tourists.
Would not shop here, and then some bogus username, like, I don't know, Karen425.
Is she gonna just hang this up? Is this what she does? Like,
I was
shop?
gonna just staple it to the door again, like I did with my other review.
I'll just allow you to do that then.
Cool.
Whilst they do that, I want to approach her, like after these two have left, and just say, look, our master is a reputable person, but unfortunately sometimes he has to deal with not so quite reputable people. You sent us here to find this guy to ask him for some advice on an artifact. We just need to know where he is.
I'm going to roll an insight for her to check whether you're part of the same people or not. If it's 10 or above, she's going to know. It's a 5, so just roll normally as a persuasion.
Just for flat D20. Oh, rolled a 4.
I've had enough of you. Please leave.
Okay.
I want to look around just to see if I can see a tower.
Yeah. There's one just north.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Is there just one, or...?
There's one, but it's not a singular tower. There's some sort of fortification.
You know, in this where we are at the moment, is there any bars around, like taverns?
Yeah, there's a tavern.
Is there just one, or is there multiple?
I'd say there's 2, and they've got quite a bitter rivalry.
I want to choose the sleazier looking of the 2 taverns and basically go in there, and I'm going to ask the barman for this guy and where he is.
We have a bad history with bars.
I'm just going to wait outside.
I want to look in because I do want to look for someone to pickpocket.
As I said, I just want to walk into the barman saying, what was his name we're looking for?
I'm not telling you again.
Tarquin.
Tarquin. So I want to walk to the barman and want to say, hi, I'm looking for someone who lives around here. He's an artificer. Name's Tarquin. I've got a couple of gold if you can tell me where he is.
He gives you a sort of affronted look like, I don't deal in that kind of business.
I'm not asking you to deal with, I'm just asking you to tell me where he is. And then I'll pull out 4 gold.
Snatches it out of your hand. Tower over there. Goodbye.
Well, I want to go to where the barkeep directed me.
As he walks out, I start following him.
I'm basically just going to indicate these two. It's like the barkeep says it's that tower there.
I want to ask Thea if we're giving him a good review or not.
That remains to be seen as to whether this pans out.
Cool. Review pending. That's going to be like my calling card, leaving reviews stapled to the door.
Right. So, as you approach the tower, the door opens, and you can see... So, you know that kind of effect where in a car's side mirror things look bigger?
Hmm.
You kind of get the opposite look when you look in there.
Well, everything looks smaller.
It looks more tightly compact.
Is this what he tells women when he brings them back?
What, his place is more compact than it looks?
Everything inside this building looks smaller than it actually is.
Nice. So what do you want to do?
Part of me just wants to stand outside the door, pretend to ring a doorbell and go, ding dong.
I want to look about, because I take it this door's just opened with no one next to it.
As you got near, it opened.
Is there anyone about who's seen the door open and looks troubled?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Unless the dragons are evil, he can't be that bad of a person.
I walk right in.
I was going to say, I wanted to know if I can feel anything sort of magical. I don't have sense magic in the ruly sort of terms, but because I've been learning magic as an arcane trickster, I thought I might be able to at least sense some effects, even if I can't sense the specifics.
Are you walking in?
Yeah, I'm always walking in.
It's very obvious there's magic here, because the place looks bigger than it does on the outside.
Are you sure this guy's name isn't the Doctor instead of Tarquin?
Dr. Tarquin.
No, just Doctor. Are we going to run into David Tennant?
No.
No. He's going to say, my name's Tarquin, but you may call me the Master.
Yeah.
Right, so there is it's very red velvet look.
Lovely.
Looks quite posh, like gold trimmings.
Moneybags have just appeared in Corvus's eyes.
You may try and steal something if you wish.
I already know there's magic in here. I'm not that stupid.
Thea wants to pick something up and put it in Corvus's pocket.
Corvus knows when things are going in Corvus's pocket.
So, there is also a red carpeted staircase.
I just want to kind of yell out, hello.
As you do that, a lizard folk man comes to the top of the stairs and beckons you forward.
Hello?
I walk towards him.
He walks off, and you walk down this huge hallway with paintings of a man you assume is Tarquin in various animated positions.
If there is a nude painting...
There is definitely a nude picture,
Oh,
but
God.
maybe with an apple or some leaves.
Is he quite fit?
He's very fit. Like, as in, like, muscular,
Ooh.
toned.
So he's a bodybuilder.
Well, that's what you get from the pictures, anyway.
That's why he says everything looks small. He's actually on steroids, and steroids have shrunk his genitalia, and now he has to overcompensate for it. Got it.
Well, that goes the hope of this episode being non-explicit.
It's not explicit.
Right, so as you reach the end of the hallway, there is doors, like, to the sides. One of them is open, and you see what looks to be a waiting room.
What is it waiting for?
It's waiting for you to sit down.
Are there magazines in there?
Yes, and there are also a whole host of characters.
Cool, I'm going to pick up a magazine and start reading it.
So, not long you're there waiting, and the lizard folk comes back out with a note for you.
Take the note and read it.
So, I'm speaking in Jorvik's voice right now. Too busy, come back later, bye.
Has the lizard folk left?
They're turning away.
I'm going to point at the letter and go, this ain't going to do, we need to see Tarquin now.
So, they write down in common and hand you a note that says, Tarquin is on a busy schedule. You are now in a queue. Come back later and we will tell you when your appointment is ready.
We have some important business with Tarquin. I think we can skip the line.
They write down, everyone has some important business with Tarquin. That is why Tarquin is so great. Please leave and come back at your appointed time.
I pull out the drawing of the crystal knob, because I will still have it. Didn't leave it there. I hand it to the lizard and I go and give this to Tarquin. Get him to look at it. Tell him he'll see us today. We're not taking no for an answer.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, please be a good roll.
Can I flex behind him to like...
It's more intimidation.
13.
He turns back around with your drawing and goes away for a while.
I just turn back to Thea and Jorvik and just like looking all proud of myself like, we got this.
5 minutes later, he comes back, alone, with a note in different handwriting.
Different handwriting?
Yep.
What, then the first note?
Then the notes the lizard folk was writing.
Right.
It says, while this is very interesting, you cannot jump the queue. It is very important that this remains in place, for I am a very important person with very important things to do. And everyone here has queries for me, and it would be unfair to let you cut ahead.
So this place is full of people. How many people, roughly?
Maybe about 30.
More than you have arrows.
There's some dangerous looking people here, though.
There's some dangerous looking people here. Do they not realise I've got Corvus with me?
Good distraction, right?
I want to lean into Mr. Lizardman's ear, because I'm not going to say this out loud, because I am intelligent. And I want to whisper, we've been sent by the dragons. I think it's in your best interest, or at least Tarquin's best interest, for us to be seen today, and ahead of these ruffians. So take this message, tell him we ain't taking no for an answer.
The lizard folk points to the piece of paper and does a motion to, circle.
I don't care.
As in, turn the paper over.
I'll turn the paper over.
It says, I know who sent you here. They will have to wait. They message forwards.
I want to turn to Thea and Jorvik and go, bitch wants the dragons to wait. Just in a normal voice.
What, in everyone can hear it?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just going to facepalm.
Then, a couple of confused looks.
I go, perhaps we should leave and never return. And I take a piece of paper, screw up, and throw it at lizard folk's foot and just walk out.
Anything on the paper?
No, it's just the piece of paper he's been using to communicate.
Okay.
This lizard folk.
Yep.
Can I slap him?
If you want.
Yes, I want. I'm going to slap the little shit, and it's a case of, you go tell your master that.
Slap him and go, pass it on.
Exactly that.
So as you do, a few people get up. People with big axes, bows, magic users clearly, clerics, paladins.
That's fine, we took on an entire goblin army.
Yeah, but these people have levels.
Yeah, but I've got 3 javelins this time.
And we have levels, finally.
Everyone roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, shit. 4.
I rolled a 16.
I Got 17.
Jorvik, you start to see your compatriots walk out of the building towards the exit.
Okay, I'll follow him, I guess.
Is this a charm ability?
Yes.
I do have advantage over charm. Probably not going to beat a 16, but... Nope, my second roll was a 6.
Okay. So you follow them out. As they go out the door, I assume you go out as well. And the door closes behind you. Then you both realise you were under a suggestion spell.
Okay.
Cool.
I want to set fire to the door.
Can you not just be good, nice people?
The door shut behind us. I set fire to the fucking door.
The door does not set on fire.
I just look at Thea, who's saying quiet to the door, and say, looking at the guys that were in there, we ain't going to be able to do any damage to this place.
We just buy a car with explosives, park it next to it, set it all off, and watch the tower collapse.
Deal. I've got 200 odd gold. I am buying as much TNT as I can get my hands on. Or gunpowder. A couple of kegs, maybe.
How much you got?
210.
Oh, God.
You wouldn't even be able to buy a cake.
Oh.
Aww.
So, what are we going to do now?
Is there any windows in this place?
Yeah, at the very top, and it's quite a tall tower.
Well, we've got a dragon.
Well, yes, but perhaps there's another town with another artifice in.
Didn't they tell us to come specifically to this guy?
Yes, but he seems occupied. And we have a week before the Dragonstone's ready. Unless we want to summon Artie. And we could go to maybe a town nearby or something.
You could ask around for that kind of thing.
Or we could spend the night here, then see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah,
Because we don't exactly know where we are.
that's true.
Well, we're in Mercy.
Yes, but where is Mercy?
Surely one of us would know, or have an idea. Specifically, possibly, Jorvik, as is well travelled.
You can roll me a history.
That's an 8.
It's a town, so you probably haven't heard of it.
Fair enough.
If it was a city, probably.
God damn it, Jorvik.
Well, it's only a town, so if we can find a nearby city, sure there's more people there that can help us.
I mean, we could always just stop at the inn for the night and then work our way out from there.
I guess so. We just have to find a nice inn.
Well, there was two, because there was the Scutty one where I got the info from. So I reckon we just go to the nice one.
So the Scutty one was called the Brass Knob.
Now you're doing it.
I was just thinking that.
Is the other one called the Gold Knob or something?
No, it's called...
The Hobnob.
The Enchanted Phallus.
Phallus Maximus. Yeah, it's called Phallus Maximus.
Let's go and stop at Phallus Maximus.
This is the classy of the two establishments.
Yep.
I did say they're in close competition. I didn't say for what. So you're going to Phallus Maximus.
Yes. Is the innkeeper called Bigger Stickers?
I feel
Sure,
like
he's called Biggest.
I feel like that joke's taken.
So Biggest is actually entertaining a crowd right now.
Mm-hmm.
With his massive phallus.
We here at Phallus Maximus have a competition for you. A drinking competition.
Oh no.
And there is applause and hooray. They all sound super excited. The top prize is 100 gold pieces. Not too shabby, might I say.
Interesting.
Sign-up form to my left.
When does it take place?
Ah, good question, sir. It will take place in exactly an hour.
That's convenient.
How much is the sign-up fee?
5 gold pieces.
Oh, I'll have water, please.
We at Phallus Maximus have a reputation to uphold.
Well, if we've got nothing else to do, I might as well get drunk.
Anyone else partaking? I do warn you, it's kind of like in a bracket, so if you did participate, you could be against each other later on.
Fuck it, it's part of the fun.
I'll drink them under a table.
Corvus is too young to drink.
So what I'm going to sit there and suggest is maybe we should give a certain object to Corvus so we don't lose it whilst inebriated.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking, when I get drunk, Corvus will nick it off me anyway, so...
No.
Okay, fine. I make sure Corvus has both the Dragonstone and the Crystal Knob.
Sweet.
However, I do specify I will want them back.
As you pass him the crystal knob, the illumination disappears again.
Oh, it doesn't glow for you.
So, round 1. Who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
You will be rolling con saves.
Oh, yay!
So, do me a favour, and I'm going to roll off against you for a skinny halfling.
Okay.
He's going to have a go and drink you under the table. And roll me a con save.
That's 16.
So, you're fine. He looks like that hit him pretty hard. Roll again.
7.
This is quite strong ale. So, he gets like halfway through the next mug and then looks very tipsy. Roll me one more.
4.
You're starting to feel some of the effects of the drink now. He, however, still looks tipsy, but he's carrying on.
7.
Right, so you're starting to feel a little tipsy now. He, on the other hand,
He's going to drink me under the table.
he literally falls under the table. So, you win. Next up, Thea. You are against a wood elf.
For elf reputation, you've got to do this.
Well, we're both wood elves.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Roll your con save then.
18.
They look a little worse for wear, but they're still fine. Again.
6.
You're starting to feel some of the effects now.
10.
You're still feeling the effects alone, and so do they.
21.
Tell you what, for that, like, you sobered up a bit. And they look a little tipsy now.
11.
So you're starting to feel a bit tipsy. They, on the other hand, look a bit more out of it now.
15.
They're looking like they're going to throw up soon. You are fine. Oh, by the way, if you want to say anything to any of the competition, feel free.
Come on, Thea, you can do it.
I was going to say, I was just quite happily just carry on drinking. Oh, 21 again.
Way!
They got a 7, so at this point, halfway through the mead, they're just going to fall back on their chair and fall flat on the ground.
Woo!
So you see a half orc and a half elf go at it. The half elf wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, Jorvik, see 2 dwarves go at it. One with auburn hair, one with brown hair. The auburn hair one wins.
Nice.
Next up is you against the auburn hair dwarf.
Oh. Okay.
So you are currently mostly okay. You're still feeling it a little bit.
You're Vic.
Right. That's a 4.
So you're tipsy again now. He looks fine.
That's 17.
Yep, you're fine. So is he.
21.
You start to sober up a little. He looks worse for wear then.
12.
So you're tipsy now. He looks pretty out of his tree now.
20.
Okay, you're both at the same state as you were before.
14.
Right, so you're starting to feel the effects a bit more now. He looks like he's going to throw up.
Okay. 19.
He's going to pass out. He's going to slip out of the chair.
Yay!
Next up is Thea against the half-elf. She gives you like a sort of a competitive smile and a wink.
I'm just going to dead stare at her the entire time, just deadpan whilst I'm chugging back this ale.
Okay, tell me your roll.
12.
She looks like she's feeling the effects. Roll me a intimidation.
19.
She's looking a bit worried.
I'm just going to sit there and say, just give up.
Throws her hands up and goes, yeah, I give up. I'm not going to win this.
Yay!
As I expected to happen, Thea versus Jorvik.
Yeah!
Can I intimidate him?
This is the final. Is there anything you want to say to each other?
Remember, we've decided to split it.
I'm just going to smile at Jorvik and go, so, bottoms up.
Roll your rolls.
20.
Oh, you wanker. 12.
You're starting to feel the effects a bit more now.
That's not fair. There's 2 of you. There's only 1 of me.
21. I love these rolls.
I got 20, though.
Okay, you're both fine. Although, obviously, you're starting to feel a bit swayy, Jorvik. Roll off again.
I just got another 21.
16.
Jorvik, you're just about fine. And Thea, of course, you're fine. So roll off once more.
That's more like it.
12.
I got a 7.
Right, you're starting to feel a bit more like it hit you a bit more.
Yeah, that last point just really slammed me.
Jorvik, you feel a bit sick.
Yeah.
So now you have disadvantage on constitution-based skill checks.
Right, so I have to roll twice and take the worst. I'm also, seeing as I'm feeling a bit sick, I'm making sure to face fear at all times. So if I am sick, Fear's the first to know.
You're with my pint glass. I'm just going to step right in front of him and just chug it face to face.
What's the rolls?
Well, I just rolled.
I got a 17.
I got 16.
You're both fine, although Jorvik, you feel a little bit of vomit.
As long as Fear's going to feel it, I don't mind.
20.
Oh, you git. That's a 12.
You vomit all over Thea
Yay!
and then pass out.
I'm just going to happily wipe away the vomit and smile.
We promised to share it, right?
Is it what you're saying in a drunken haze on the floor? She promised to share it. So, Thea, you are the champion! Well done, lady! Here is your prize! And he hands you a sack
Sweet.
of the money I said at the beginning.
100 gold.
100 gold.
He hands you a sack of 100 gold.
Oh, sorry, it was 2,000 gold. That's what you said at the beginning.
It was a knighthood with...
And a castle. So you have 100 gold now. I assume you want a room to rest after that astounding performance.
From the floor, you just hit, yes!
Yeah, I'm going to grab Jorvik and basically say, yeah, the room for the 3 of us, please.
Okay, so he gives you not too shabby looking room. This is quite a high-end establishment, and we cater to quite a few needs. But I'll give you one of the generic suites for now.
High-end establishment that holds drinking contests.
I mean, this is the finest mead we have. So yeah, you are put in this fine room. And I assume, Corvus, you're following?
Yep.
So do you wish to rest for the night, as it's gotten quite late?
I'm already asleep on the bed.
Yeah, he's unconscious. I will go to sleep, but I want to make sure the room is secured. As in, it's locked and the 3 of us are the only ones inside.
Yeah, okay, it's locked. There's a window, of course, but that's an open window, you can't really close that.
Mm-hmm.
So, everyone roll me a perception, and Thea and Jorvik have disadvantage.
I just got a 6, and I thought, well, I can't do much worse. And then I got a 4.
I got a 17 and a 20.
Even drunk, you're still more perceptive than I am, Jorvik.
I got a 20.
I got 20 as well.
I got a nat 20.
So, obviously you can hear the rabble downstairs quieten down later on. But seemingly on the rooftop opposite you, because you're on like a 2-3 story building, there is some clattering you notice. As you go to investigate, the person isn't there, if it was a person.
And I wouldn't have noticed with such a high roll.
You can hear clattering on the rooftop. Maybe the sound of something falling, and then that's it.
The rooftop over the way.
Opposite the window.
I would have rushed over to the window to have a look, because I'm a curious bird.
You can't see anything, but you can hear it, and then it slowly fades away.
If only I had dark vision.
I just wander over and just close the window, and then I just go back to bed.
Close the window that has no shutters or anything.
Oh, so it's got no glass or anything in?
I told you it's just an
No,
open window.
It's just an open
Did
window.
say open window.
I'm just going to push a wardrobe in front of it then.
So you make this... and then next door there was some banging, like, can you keep it down?
I bang on the wall and go, you're being loud, keep it down, people are trying to sleep in here. Then I go back to bed.
Okay. So when you wake up in the morning, who would be leaving first?
Well, when I've got up and Jorvik's conscious, because I didn't actually sleep because I was in a trance.
Yep.
But I will give him his 50 gold.
Oh, what a pal.
You're the best elf I've ever met.
I'm looking out the window, or at least trying to.
No, I just need to know who's leaving first.
In that case, I'll go through the window.
I'll put my 50 gold away. I'll go over to Corvus and go, have you still got the items?
I do, yes.
And I hold out my hand to, like, receive them.
I give him his knob back.
Yeah, I'll let him keep the Dragonstone, seeing as it's worthless for a week. I put the knob away, and then I go to the door, open it, and go out.
And I will follow.
Roll me a fun perception roll. It doesn't really matter.
Just a fun one.
Yeah.
Have we been rolling unfun ones?
That's good, because I got 11.
You notice, before you trip over the package, there is a package there.
To be fair, I'm kind of heavy-footed, so I'll probably just kick it against the far wall before I notice it.
Okay, so as you inspect it, it says, to Corvus from a friend.
P.S. Not a bomb.
Corvus, who knows you're here? As I walk in with the package.
I look confused and take it and open it.
As he's opening, I go, yeah, it could be a bomb.
So as you open it, it explodes and you all die.
First, do I recognise the writing?
No.
Cool. I will check it just to make sure it's not a trap.
It doesn't appear trapped.
Okay.
So as you open it, a flat surfaced object comes out of the wrapping. It's got like a glossy look frame around it and basically a surface for writing on. It's a slate with a stylus with it.
How odd.
Okay, interesting. I'm going to try writing on it, just
What do you say?
my name, Corvus.
It writes back saying, "Hi Corvus, glad you got the message."
Okay, my next thing I write is, who is this? How do you know where I am?
A friend. We have similar goals.
If friend isn't enough, who are you?
Throw it away. Throw it out the window. I'll just move the wardrobe.
I can't reveal that at this time, but I will help you if you need it. Signed, a friend.
I'm just going to write back, do you know Tarquin?
They write back, I know of Tarquin, and it seems in your best interest to get his help.
I'm going to write back, that was the plan. If you've not been here, you've been watching me, did you not know that?
Ask, do they know an Artemis?
An artificer.
That's the one!
Anything else?
How can you help me?
I will watch over you for now. There may be periods of time where I cannot help.
I will put the slate in my bag,
Okay.
seeing as it's completely useless.
So, according to your magical slate that we obviously going to trust, we need to get that guy on our side.
That was the plan anyway.
Well, no, our plan was to go to a city.
Whoever gave this slate to us isn't going to be of any more use than they currently are, so... But I assume that they were the person that I saw last night clattering around on the buildings opposite.
Let's try and rent a carriage so we can get to a city or something.
If it's first thing in the morning, we could always go up there and see if we're the first ones to get there to that guy's tower.
Sure. I feel like he's got a backlog, but we can try it.
It might have just been for that day, I don't know.
So, after you approach the tower again, the door, opens slightly. You see a lizard folk hand, and they drop a piece of paper on the floor and close the door.
I'm going to go, see, it's useless. Let's just rent a carriage.
I want to see what's on the piece of paper.
It says you are now position 2 in the queue.
We're now position 2. Ooh, we should wait around and do nothing for hours and hours on end.
Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Read a book or something.
You going to sit outside?
No, I'm walking off to, carriage hires, or if there's a taxi service between cities or towns.
Are you going on your own, or are the others going with you?
It's up to them.
I'm staying here.
Corvus?
I mean, we're position 2. The logical thing is to stay.
Okay, so on your solo adventure, Jorvik, you enter the town, and are you just going to ask random civilians?
Well, no, I'm going to probably go to a stable yards, because that's logically where they might rent a wagon or something.
Roll a perception.
That would be a 7.
Okay, that's enough to hear some, horses sounding a bit spooked before you enter.
Fair enough, I'll go over to the horses to have a look at.
So as you enter the stable, there is a man holding another man with a knife to his throat, surrounded by guards, saying, "I'll do it! He slept with my wife, he did. You take one more step forward, he's gone."
I go, "Hello, excuse me, could I possibly distract you for a brief second?"
"Distract me? What are you trying?"
I'm hoping the guards will just rush him, but...
They're looking very wary.
So, what's going on here?
"This man slept with my wife, so he's gonna pay."
Oh, is she a whore?
I'm gonna roll, and on 15 or higher, the guards are gonna charge him just from that. No, they'll roll an 8.
The guards are also gobsmacked.
How dare you? Why would you say such a thing?
Well, you said you had to pay for sleeping with your wife. You're the one who said it.
No, this man's gonna pay. He bespoiled my wife.
Oh, well, how do you know?
She told me.
Oh, well, if she told you, then have you killed her?
What? Why would I kill my wife?
Takes 2 to tango.
Well, you're about to kill him for doing what your wife did, so... Well, doing your wife.
Yeah, but it's his fault, isn't it? He looks a bit drunk.
Because if you kill him, you're going to get in jail, and then your wife's going to be with all sorts of men.
Boom.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
19.
Right, I'm leaving, and none of you are going to stop me.
Okay, bye.
So he's edging forward with the guy, knife at his throat still.
Why are you taking him?
Well, they're not going to let me go.
Well, yeah, but you can run away faster on your own. Also, you've only threatened him, so...
Pretty sure threatening and holding someone at knife point is a crime.
Not as bad as murder.
I was going to say, he might get a slap on the wrist or a couple of days in the stocks.
I don't think he's going to see it that way. So he's going to slowly edge out. The guards are going to let him pass. Do you want to let him pass as well? Because you're close to the door. Well, the entrance.
No, I'm going to stand there and go, look, this is silly. Take me instead of him.
What? Why would you do that?
Come on, point the knife at me. Let him go.
No.
Look, it's easy. Yeah, I try to, go for his hand and go, look, just point the knife at me.
You try to, go for his hand.
I'm trying to, grab his arm and, pull his arm away and get the knife pointing towards me.
Right, he's not going to know what you're doing. So...
I'm point towards me. I've got my arms out front. I'm, beckoning him towards me. And go, come on, take me.
Roll me up a straight persuasion. Well, obviously with your bonuses or whatever, but...
That's a 21.
He begins to lose grip on the other guy. And I guess point towards you. He's not really, putting your arm around your neck or anything. He's just pointing at you. The other guy is kind of, bewildered and just kind of slowly backs away and then begins to run away.
Right, can I grab the guy with the knife and sort of bear hug him?
Roll me an attack roll?
Okay. That would be a 14.
Yeah, you can do that. You can grapple with him. And I think, are you trying to get him on the ground? Or are you trying to just disarm him? Or are you trying to...
Yeah, I'm just gonna, flop him down on the ground.
Okay. As you do that, the guards sort of jolt back into action and pile on him as well.
And, once I know the knife's been knocked out of his hand, I want to stand up and let the guards take him.
One of them sort of nods to you and says, wow, thank you.
It was nothing.
This is unexpected. We don't get too much action here.
Well, he's drunk. He just needs to sleep it off.
Maybe you need to visit our leader, the leader of the guards here, Vasta. She's our captain.
Well, I was mostly passing through, but I suppose I can swing by sometime. Say hi.
She might give you a reward.
Okay, then I definitely will swing by.
And you are now in an empty stable other than horses.
Before they leave, I'll just ask, so what's going to happen with the guy?
He'll be in the stockades for a while. I don't think he'll face super serious punishment unless
Oh, that's okay.
the stable master goes for it, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty new around here.
So was he the stable master?
Yeah, I think so. I've only just transferred here a week ago, but yeah.
Nice. Well, thanks for the help.
No problem.
And I wander off back to the stables to chat to his wife.
She's not around.
Fine. I guess I'll just wander about. So in a sort of pleased daze, I'll go to a guard tower later and talk to the captain.
Okay, so we return back to Thea and Corvus, and the door opens once again, in an inviting manner just as before. And that is where we shall end it for this session. That's it for this episode, but be sure to check out everyone'sdragon.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at EAD Podcast, and recommend us to all your friends and family and anyone else who might be interested. So, thanks for listening once again, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Everyone's a dragon. I'm here with my fellow dragons, who are...
I'm Bugger.
Hi, Bugger. Nice to meet you.